It's the NBA on 2K Sports. As we get set to bring you all the action, it's the Orlando Magic taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Orlando, they've got Royal. Anderson is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Grant, and it's O'Neal in at the 5 down low.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
On defense, the Lakers. Outside Hardaway. Screened by Grant. Hardaway kicks to Grant. A beautiful pass. Penny to set it up.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And Shaq with the slam.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Here's O'Neal. Offensive rebound. Grant kicks to Anderson. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's O'Neal. Sinks that one from the post. Shaq's got his first points in this one. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And Bryant kicks to Grant. Pass to Shaq. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Out to the right wing. Grant the pass to Royal. Back to Grant. Shaq against Kobe. Here's Shaq. Shot is off. And the Lakers going the other way now. Launches it. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Magic ball.
You good?
Now about 2 minutes going.
All you fucking do, nigga.
Royal with pass to Grant.
Let's get it.
Here's Hardaway, and it's sent back by O'Neal.
What the fuck?
Bounds. Orlando takes possession.
Yo, what's going on?
Anderson with the ball. Hardaway with it. Picked up by Bryant. Hardaway dishes to Anderson. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Oh, my dude, my door, I bet I do.
They've really been able to work the ball into the post
Bruh.
effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think...
Hold on. I'll get some more.
We're going to see them operating a lot of... their offense from the interior today.
Now here's Shaq. It's blocked by Shaq.
You know, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
I love that superb pass that time, guys. It allowed them to get behind the defenders. The hoop was there waiting for him.
Anderson against Bryant. Stolen by O'Neal. And now Kobe running the floor all by himself. Oh, where did that come from? That was beautiful.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
The Magic making a switch here. Scott's checked in. Here's Lou. And the officials call a traveling violation. Shaw's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Magic making a change here as well. Shaw's checked in. It's deflected, but they recover it. Grant kicks to Hardaway. Grant the pass to Hardaway. Poked away. 6 on the shot clock. O'Neal battles through traffic and lays it in. Shaq's got his second bucket of the game to go. Lou passes to Grant. Here's Lou, guarded by Hardaway. Lou can't get it to go. The dish to Hardaway. Here is Shaw. To the middle. Here's Grant. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Madsen, he's checked in for O'Neal. Horry comes in for Grant. George is checked in for Fox. And it's Harper in for Lou. The Magic also changing it up. Rollins checked in for Shaq. And it's Bowie in for Hardaway.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Down low, here's Madsen. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Got a piece of it. And now the fast break. George with the ball.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Now the Lakers on the break.
From distance, that was an amazing pass.
That's about as long an alley-oop as you're going to see.
And he put the ball on the money. Of course, when you've got that kind of athletic ability, a little bit more margin for error.
Shaw passes to Rollins. Here's Scott. No good from outside.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Here's Shaw. Again, Los Angeles.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Here's Bowie. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Magic moving the ball around. Scott against Harper. Will it go? But they get it back. Scott missing again. He's all alone. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Got it up.
All right, Staples Center, look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp. Not much stagnation at all on offense.
Horry is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. And there's Bryant. Whoa.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment. They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
Here is Ori. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Grant's checked in. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Anderson against Kobe. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Anderson against Bryant. Shaq with a screen on Bryant. Anderson dishes to O'Neal. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's the break. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Shaq takes it away. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Royal. It's blocked by Shaq. They retain possession. Royal stripped it away. The Lakers with the ball. Los Angeles leading by 9. To the inside. And Shaq with the slam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's O'Neal. Penny and Shaq connect.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
And the dunk by Grant.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Now the Lakers on the break. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
Now here's Anderson. Here's Turner. Second chance shot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Magic have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Turner.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And the Lakers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Grant kicks to Hardaway. Shaq with the screen. Back to Grant. Stolen by Grant. Fast break, the Lakers. Grant leading the charge. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Royal drains it from 9 feet away. Here's Lou. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Kobe attacking.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
O'Neal with the defensive effort. The Magic trail by 11. Out to the wing. Grant kicks to Hardaway. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Putting you in. Let's go.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And so he hits the technical free throw. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Scotty's checked in for Orlando. Shaw comes in for Anderson. Shaq with the screen. 6 to shoot. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the dunk by Grant.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And the Magic making a change here. Bowie's checked in. Now here's Shaq. He has 6. And here is Grant. Over to the wing. Puts it up. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Magic shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. First one falls for him.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
3 on none. There's no one back. The shot by George, no good.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, it looked good initially, but then broke down just as quickly.
And he banks in the layup. George has got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now here's Shaq. The 11-footer. That one off the back iron and out.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
The rebound by Grant. The Magic trail by 13. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Bowie. The rebound by the Lakers. And George, here we go. Ryder, then the pass to Manson. Dishes it to George. Stolen by Grant. Here's Scott. That'll do it for the first half. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Kobe having just a fantastic game. 12 points and several assists.
Fundamentals have been on display. He's just done it all today. The passing and also knocking down his freebies.
And that's exactly what they've needed from him, those two things.
So on the floor for Orlando, Hardaway is out there with Anderson. Then there's Royal. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Grant in at the power forward position. Offensive rebound. Here's Anderson. It's stolen. Here's Lou. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. An even 3-on-3 break. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Anderson.
That's really how they're going to get back into this game, trim the lead. I mean, play tough defense, force some turnovers, and then push it to the other end.
And Clark, those steals allow you to play in the open floor. Well, go ahead and just hammer it home, why don't you?
He might not be the athlete that some of the other big men are in this league, but my goodness, he still knows how to finish.
Well, he doesn't count on elevation or hang time, that's for sure, but he can still get it in the basket.
Royal, the pass to O'Neal. Unloads. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he can't get the first one.
Los Angeles, Kobe Bryant.
He doesn't get the second one, but they'll get another chance. Goes back up. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Shaq. Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Kobe Bryant. 2 shots.
No luck that time either. The Magic trail by 11. To the middle. In it goes for the... Fifth time and 10 shots for him this game.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Passes it to O'Neal. And he dunks it down.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Now Hardaway to the inside. Stolen by O'Neal. Fast break. Here we go. It's tipped. Stolen by O'Neal. And now Orlando on the break. And here they go. Royal. Another shot. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Ron Harper is checked in for Lou. Goes up off the inbound. And Shaq with the slam.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Penny Hardaway.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And the dunk by O'Neal. Good percentage from the field for Shaq today. No surprise from one of the all-time leaders in that department. Bryant drives in. That one goes. Count it. Bryant's got 14 points for the game.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far. Yeah, you've got to avoid those kinds of turnovers.
Yeah, mistakes like that derail any team.
Scotty's checked in for Royal. And so it's the Lakers with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Fox from the arc. And the shot is good. And now a 12-point Laker lead.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Here's Scott. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Hardaway has got 6 assists now in the game.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there. Going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
Here's Hardaway. After the basket by Los Angeles. Shaq down low. Guarded by O'Neal. O'Neal. Shaq will not be denied. And he's got a free throw on the way.
Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hands.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Madsen, he's checked in for O'Neal. Horry comes in for Horace Grant. Shaw subbed in for Fox. Bowie, he's checked in for Orlando. Shaw comes in for Hardaway. Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. No good on that one.
Kevin, his poor free throw shooting is really taking its toll. With all of those trips to the line, it's got to be tough.
Ryder's checked in for Harper.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And that's going to be too many steps. It's the whistle on the travel. George is checked in for Los Angeles. The Magic trail by 7. Grant the pass to Shaw. There's 1:38 left in the third. Offensive rebound. Here's Shaq. That's tipped, and they'll keep possession. The pass to Bowie. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's Shaq.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And 1:01 left to play in the third. The shot is off, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. There's the lob to the hoop, and George with the stuff.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Grant's got 9 points.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Here is Shaw, looking for his first basket still in this one. Back to Grant, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? The Lakers on top, leading by 5. And we'll return. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Lakers leading by 5. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Grant. And there's Bryant. And it's Fox. And it's Lou in at the point. That's the Laker 5.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
And Orlando has possession. It's a 5-point game, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Scooped up.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
And Kobe throws it down. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure. And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now here is Hardaway. Defense is right there. Inside. Stolen by Grant. Here's Bryant in. And his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor. And looking for more. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Kobe Bryant really making a difference here.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
Thanks a lot, Doris.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Taking 2 shots.
Hardaway hits them both.
Timeout.
And the Lakers call time here.
I think
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
he improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
It's deflected. Anderson outside. Fox against Grant. To the wing on the left. Now here's Shaq. D right on him. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. O'Neal's got 14 points here in the second half.
They're shooting it quite well now. Again, function of shot selection, ball movement. Guys are in rhythm, confident, free-flowing, and they're knocking down their shots.
Royal against Fox. Out to Hardaway. Shoots. And Orlando again with the bucket.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Bryant drives in.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Right wing. Here's Lou, and that's going to be a treble.
Guys, you take a look at that box score. 5 turnovers for him. I think he's got to avoid the high-risk plays. Just be solid out there.
Hardaway dishes to Anderson. Right side Hardaway. Looks for O'Neal, gets it to him. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Lakers leading by 5. The feed to O'Neal. Power down with both hands.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Here's Hardaway. Feeds it to O'Neal. Stolen away. Fox. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Anderson kicks to Hardaway. Grant with the screen on Fox. 5 on the clock. Layup off the pick.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Grant the pass to O'Neal. The drive by Bryant. Up and in on the layup. And now an 11-point Laker lead.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
They've raised their field goal percentage just above 50% here. They actually look like a totally different team than what we saw in the
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'll tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 11. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Scotty's checked in for Orlando. Shaq with a screen on Fox. Scott dishes to O'Neal. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
In the second half, they've made more of an effort to get it inside, and I like that. Be intentional. Be direct. Be aggressive. Force that ball in the paint. Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for O'Neal. He's got 26 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
As a defender, you always have to stay on your man's hip. If you don't, that's what's going to happen.
Inside, and Shaq with the slam.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
They really had it going, Clark. Their offense propelled them.
Yeah, in this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Kobe Bryant. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. Icing on the cake right there, fellas, for what has been just a phenomenal performance.
Greg, if it's pound cake or strawberry shortcake, I need a bite.
Well, go ahead. Take your bite, Greg. Go ahead, yeah.
You know, I'm going to let Clark have his bite. And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Anderson outside. Here's Grant. Good work defensively by Bryant. Misses the shot. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.